everyone and welcome back to my channel. My name is Emma aka Fleurs, and today I'm going to be attempting to make a boat and harbour area. So this is kind of the area that I've started working on. As you can see, my river mouth is here, and then I'm going to kind of tie it up back here, so it's kind of quite an inland sort of harbour area, but I really like that idea. This tree will be gone. Let me just tidy up here quickly. As you can see, there's some sofas scattered around there. That's from where I did a quick run through of how I'm going to make the boat. It's something that's definitely outside of my comfort zone. I've never tried to create something like this before. My idea is also to have the hotel here that I'm going to create, so that's going to be exciting. I might struggle to fit it in, but we'll see how that goes. But today, this is what we're going to be working on. So first things first, what I'm going to do is I'm going to map out where I want the boat dock to be and where I want the boat itself to be. And then it's going to be a lot of water terraforming around the boat itself. So I'm just going in with these white planks for the dock. I will change them up, they won't be like that, don't worry. And then I'm going to have this white deck as the base for the boat. I did kind of have an idea as to how big I wanted it to be, but then I decided that no, it needs to actually touch the dock, not just kind of float in the middle of the water. So I've made a slight adjustment there, and I think it's actually ended up bigger than what I intended it to be. I did kind of just about have enough box sofas just to create the look that I wanted. So later on I do have to run off and get some more, but yeah, that's part of the process, I guess. I have these wonderful cutout standees that I found online with the kind of porthole boat look, so I really love them. And then the stool behind, and I'm just putting some items on the stool just so you can see them when you're looking through the portholes, which I thought was a really cute idea. I thought the captain hat fitted perfectly because although you can't really see the hat, it gives the illusion that the captain's there ready to set sail, so I really like that. Some more items on the other side. I know you probably won't be able to see them, but it's just about those little details that help create it. So just collecting up on my box sofas. I did debate whether to go with the blue or the white, but in the end I felt like there might be too much white if I went with the white ones, so I decided to go with the blue, and I do like this blue. It kind of is quite fitting with my island so far, so I'm quite happy about that. This is just a lot of box sofa placement. I really did underestimate how many box sofas I would need when I decided to do this build. This area is kind of inspired by Gigi Land. The boats on there are really cute, but I've extended it out a bit and made it just a bit more bigger for the area. That was really bad English, I apologise. A bit bigger for the area, because as much as I would love to have lots of little boats here, I don't think that it would quite fit, and I didn't want to dedicate too much space to having a massive dock area. So this is going to be our kind of boat ride area, so we just have one boat for that. I do decide to do another dock area later on, and that's just kind of a fishing area, so you can mix it up. I mainly did that so that you'd be able to see the boat better. I'm still not quite, you know when you create something and then you try and take a picture of it and it's not quite how you imagined that it would be in the photo. So I'm still kind of working on how is best to create that angle so you can get the best photo possible, but I do struggle with it, I'm not gonna lie. This area is just a bit tight, but I really wanted to get the mini fridge in and the cooler box. I like the idea that it's got the captain's lunch on, but it looked a bit odd, so we went with our trusty barrel and the life ring and the floor lights. I thought that they would be a great addition for when it's at night and the kind of boat lights up. I thought that would be really cute. Okay, Okay, so that's pretty much our boat done. Now it's time to do some water terraforming. I'm not going to talk you all the way through this, mainly because that's going to be super boring. So what I'll do is I'll pop in some music now, and you can just chill for a moment and then join me back for when we start work on the rest of the build. I just have to come back in here because Daisy is so cute. Look at her singing in the background, just enjoying the day. I love that. She spreads so much positivity and makes me feel happy when she's about on my island. I'm so happy I finally decided to get her amiibo, and Pearl's just here getting in my way. That's just typical. I will just say, tip for when you're creating these areas, just to make it look a bit more natural, try and round it off. I really wanted the water to go right back to the rock's edge. And then just here, I'm just going in with that second dock that I spoke about, and then just trying to make it flow better into the kind of area. I think that worked okay. So here I am. I decided to do kind of a cobblestone dock area, as that's what kind of British harbours kind of remind me of when they have the stones, the grey kind of cobblestones. So that's why I chose this one. I might change it out later, try and find a better code. I don't mind it, but I think there might be a better one out there which might provide a bit more of a contrast between the white deck and the harbour area. Don't want this area to be too big, as I did say earlier that this is where my hotel is going to be, but I thought it would be quite nice to kind of have the hotel right next to the Harbourside. I'll call it the Harbourside Inn or something like that. That would be really cute. Although we can't really have anywhere to display a sign, but in my head that's what it will be called. Just finishing off what's left. There we go. So here I did say about putting in a fishing area. I didn't have any of the furniture that I really needed, so I'm going to try and use the rope fencing around this area just as a little bit of a detail. And then I said that the boat was going to be for boat rides, so this stall, my kind of idea for that is you come here to buy the tickets that you want, so that's why I've gone in with the typewriter just to act as the till. You'll have to imagine that there is room for a person behind there because directly behind it is just water, but yeah, a lot of imagination needs to go into these builds. So I'm back with some more furniture items. I'm absolutely loving the lawn chair at the minute. It's an item that I never ever thought that I would be using, but I think it's great and it looks really cute with sort of a fishing area. I did put it on the boat as well. I tried to use a fresh cooler, but it was definitely too big for the area, didn't quite fit. And then I never really used the public bench either, so I'm going to use this as kind of a lookout point, a waiting point for the boat. I could have used it in the blue, but I think I prefer the cream still. And I thought it'd be a nice addition to add the tourist telescope. Again, another item that I don't really use, but I thought that on Harbourside, when you have people looking out, that would be a nice little touch. Another barrel. As you can see, I'm trying to fit as many barrels in as I can. But this is the third one of this build. That's quite a lot. And I went in with the menu in the blue colour because I thought that it would signify like the opening times and information for the boat rides. I wasn't sure about using the gel bars for this area, but I think it kind of works as a separation kind of piece. I'm not sure what I'm going to put back there yet. Maybe it's just going to have to be a natural kind of looking area, as it's not a massive space, but I'm not sure if I could do a build there, especially when the hotel gets put in place. So I'm putting off doing that because it means logging on to an alternative Animal Crossing account, and I always find it takes ages to do. So I'm just leaving that for a minute. I'm procrastinating about it like I'm procrastinating about starting my neighbourhood, but I will do it eventually, I promise. Just in with some fish models and some fish market stuff. I thought that the Harbourside would be a great place just to have a little mini fish market. I did want to do one on this island. I'm not sure if I'll make another one, but I thought this was quite a good area for it. This was a struggle. I don't know why I found this so hard to match up the placement of the refrigerator and the metal can, but I did struggle with it. In the end, I did my normal thing of when I'm struggling, just move it somewhere else and hide it. But it worked, kind of. I am absolutely in love with this stall design. I think it's gorgeous and I'm so glad that I found it because it really works for my island. Super cute. The codes, as always, are in the description if you want to check them out. And I also just mention now, if you're enjoying the video, please remember to click that like button if you've got this far. If you're not already, please also subscribe. We'd love to have you as part of the community. You guys are always so lovely, and it's really, really nice to have new members. I didn't want to overly clutter it, but then part of me is like, oh, there's not enough stuff here, so I'm gonna leave it, come away. Sometimes I need to learn less is sometimes more, and it's something that's really hard for me. So I've just been away and grabbed some flowers and some trees just to add some stuff in back here. I'm not going to decorate it all because that would just take forever, and you guys, I'm sure you don't want the video to be overly long, so I'm just going to give you a snippet of what it will be like if I do decide just to go with kind of a natural area back here. Still haven't decided what to do with my rocks. I I'm debating if I'm putting the hotel here, maybe I can do the seafood restaurant over on that rock where I've currently got a lighthouse. That could work. Or a fish and chip shop even. That's what I want. That's what I need. That is very British. Or fish and fries if you're in America. But chips, it sounds odd saying fish and fries. Fish and chips, definitely. I'm not sure how that would work, but I need to think of some ideas for that. Just tidying up this area. My plan is to have a bridge over here, and then I'm going to have one path off to the harbour area and then one path off to the hotel. Just fork it a bit. I will overlay my cobblestones at a later date. This is just purely just to give you kind of an idea of how I'm going to make it flow and how the entrance is going to look. Yeah, I did forget that I had so many transparent custom designs over in this area. It used to be Punchy's house on Laurel 1.0 if you've watched my previous island tour. And that area had a lot of transparent custom designs down. So it's a great tip if you want to stop flowers spreading, but when you forget about them there, it's kind of frustrating. You're like, why is this not going down? Why is this planting 2 squares to the left? But sometimes you just need to give it a kick over and it works perfectly. The silo didn't look... The silo, it's not a silo. I just saw a silo in my inventory, which is why I said that. The barrel, the sideways barrel, didn't look quite right there. So I've decided to extend out the dock area, the paved area, just so that I can fit that in. Does mean that this little gap I had is a little bit smaller, so what I'm going to do is just plant some flowers just as a bit of filler. There we go. So that's pretty much the end of the build for now. I am going to have to work on some areas, but it's getting on now, so I thought we've done the main chunk of what I wanted to achieve today. So here we are. This is my harbour area. We have the fishing dock down there, and then this is our fish market area, a little waiting, sitting area. You can look out over the sea. The boat trips area where you can buy your tickets to go exploring on the seas. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Let's put that back down where it belongs. There we go. So yeah, so this is a fishing area. I mean, I guess people fish in the harbour, so yeah. And then this is kind of the start of the show. This is the boat. I really am happy with it. I'm really glad that I did it. I mean, as I said before, it was out of my comfort zone, so it was quite kind of daunting to try and do it, but I'm happy with it. And I do think I've managed to make it fit with the theme. I'm trying to give you a better look of it, but I'm struggling. This is what I said about perception before. It's really hard to get that right shot, but you can kind of see what it is. So we'll go with that. I'm not too bothered about it because I know what it is, and I think it still looks great. Not to toot my own horn too much, but I still think it looks like a boat, which is the main thing. So that's pretty much the end of my tour, so that signifies the end of the video. As I said before, if you've enjoyed it, please remember to like and subscribe. I'm wishing you all a wonderful day. I hope you have a great day whatever you're up to, and hopefully we'll see you again soon for another video. Bye bye.